All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more Resident Evil 2. And yeah, it has been a minute since I played it. There's been so much coming out, and I'm trying to like stay on top of all the other series that I've started in my wisdom, my deep wisdom. Thought that it was a good idea to start so many at one time. I don't remember exactly where we are either. We were like early on in Leon B. Yes. Leon, I almost said Leon A. Relatively early on in Leon A. I know that much. But aside from that, it's a bit of a mystery. Let's see. Oh, you guys aren't able to see. Hold on. My display capture's broken. Oh man, has the Resident Evil series just completely missed all of the tech issues and everything? There we go. That I've had recently, because I think they have. Or it has. Yeah. Whatever. You know what I mean. My OBS has been acting up, like, a lot. So, things are still kind of broken, but mostly handled. It's mostly fine. Leon Kennedy or Nathan Drake? It's Leon Kennedy. It's not even close. OBS or IBS? OBS. Big, key difference between the two. Irish Cowboy, thank you for the sub. And for today's special occasion, not super special, but to celebrate the release of the Resident Evil Gaiden video, of all things, I have here a very special drink. It's Celsius. It's not that. No, it's not Celsius. Never mind. I thought it was Celsius. It's not Celsius. Oh God. Okay. I just grabbed it because I was so curious. Didn't realize until just now. This is... Where's my camera? My camera button. There it is. This is... Alani New? Apparently. I don't know how. I thought it was just like fancy text. I didn't even really read it. The reason I grabbed this was because look at this can. It's a crazy, colorful, like space-themed can. Caught my eye. And I look at it. The glare might screw me over here. Not really. If I angle it just right. I look at it. And I see Cosmic Stardust is the flavor. Cosmic Stardust. And I said to myself, sitting there in the aisle, what is Cosmic Stardust? What does that taste like? That gives me absolutely nothing. Like, I have no clue what that's supposed to be. So I grabbed it and I bought a can from my local Quick Trip. Because I have to know. This is also a bit of a running bit, I suppose. Of if I ever run into like really weird energy drink flavors or just energy drinks at the store, I tend to buy them because I'm way too curious. Okay. Has anyone here... What the fuck? Hold on. Oh my God. There is such a good comparison here. There's such an easy comparison. Has anyone had the sour Skittles? The ones that are coated in the sour dust, whatever it is, the citric acid or whatever. The sour Skittles, the purple one. This is exactly that. Like, no bullshit. This is exactly like a purple sour Skittle. What the fuck? It's delicious. It's really good. It's just, that was not at all what I was expecting. I have the heart key. Hold on. Hold on now. Okay, yeah. We legit, I just have like the couple heart key doors not opened. Okay. I don't know why I'm carrying the Magnum and the shotgun. I probably only need one or the other. I probably had a good reason. Can you do a Leon impression? No. He has like 6 voice actors. And I can't do any of them before you ask. That's so bizarre that it tastes exactly like it. That's what's throwing me off the most. Is how like, man, that's really good. I've never even heard of this brand. I picked it up by mistake thinking it was Celsius. It was right next to the Celsius on the shelf. I thought this was like a new line of Celsius. Legitimately. The least consistent thing of the RE games is the voice actors chosen. It's just that throughout the years, especially for characters that have been around since like the original trilogy, they've bounced between so many different voice actors. Peach and watermelon ones are S tier. I might have to try more of them, to be honest. I might get sick of this by the end of the can though. You know what like this might be one of those where since it's so like, I don't even know how to, since it has like such a punch to it, since it's so like out there, I might love it for the first few sips, and then by the end of the can, I want nothing to do with it. We'll see. Would I rather go to Raccoon City or Silent Hill? Silent Hill. I have a way better chance of surviving Silent Hill. Which is crazy to say out loud, but it's true. The thing about the Raccoon City outbreak is it's like the most well-covered incident in the Resident Evil universe. Like, it has the most media focused on it. Oh, this is the club key. My bad. It's been a while. Okay. This is awkward. I'm just gonna hobble over here instead then. Sorry, it has the most like separate pieces of media covering it. And every single time they cover the Raccoon City outbreak, it gets even more batshit. Like, your odds of surviving go down every single time there's a new piece of media that covers it. Feels a lot more dangerous than Silent Hill. Even just beyond the zombies, there's the bioweapons, right? Like the hunters are around, the hunters are loose, the tyrants are loose. Whatever else, what are they called? The gammas are, like, with the Resident Evil 3 remake, they introduced those things that are running around in the sewers. They're the G, like, spawn, the G virus spawn. Beyond all that, there's then the fact that, like, there's so much infighting between the people. And then beyond that, if you don't get out in time, Raccoon City gets nuked like 4 days into the incident. Wiped off the map. So if you can't make it out in time, which is going to be hard, considering all of the factors, if you don't, you're getting nuked anyway. Like, you can't even just hunker down and survive. You'll be fucked. You will die. Aren't there like 30 different uber deadly bioweapons? Yeah, pretty much. I haven't even played some of the spin-offs, like Operation Raccoon City. I'm sure that one, although that one's not canon, but I'm sure that shit gets crazy. It can be canon to me, damn it. Aside from like the couple things that I do know about it that make it impossible to be canon, ignoring those, it can be canon to me because I want it to be. Oh, come on. There we go. Nothing here? Okay. Man, the item placements in RE2 are wild, because even just across the 4 scenarios, they just randomly don't have items where you would think they are after playing the other ones. Can we talk about how Barry has his own game, but it's no longer canon? I mean, we can. Silent Hill doesn't get nuked, it's a big factor. It's true. Not getting nuked goes a long way in your survival rate, for sure. Unless you have the kind of plot armor that like Jill and Carlos have, it goes a long way. In the case of those two, it didn't matter. They were never gonna get nuked. It's fine. They literally were like right there looking at it while it happened. They're fine. Don't worry about it. It's not an issue. Or the evil residents. Fine so far. Might become a shit show here. Okay. I do think my odds of surviving Silent Hill are significantly better. Is there anything tucked back here for Leon? No? Damn it. Hold on. Umbrella, we shouldn't let our involvement be known to the world. Also, Umbrella. Halo drops like 50 kinds of bioweapons and multiple Black Ops groups in one city over the span of a week. It's true. Sorry, Hiccup. Probably better to compare Silent Hill with the Spanish Village in RE4. Oh, fuck. Oh, that one is harder, for sure. Hold on. Don't mind me nice and neatly organizing my item box, as one does. As I do, at least. Shotgun. Yeah, I'm gonna carry the shotgun in my pocket for now. Or maybe the village in 8, bro. Nothing's getting me to go there. What the fuck? No. They have the X-Men over there. What are you talking about? Absolutely not. Like, the Spanish Village compared to Silent Hill, I'm considering it. Maybe. When we get, like, Magneto thrown in there, absolutely not. It's just, I can't. There's no chance. Oh my god. Okay. Took 11 shots. Worth it. So much safer here now. Hello, classic gamer. Shadow Moses, or definitely Shadow Moses. 100% Shadow Moses. You guys don't understand. I'm not going to Raccoon City. It's not happening. You can't make me. I just won't. Club is etched under the hole. How the heck viruses give you X-Men powers? You'll have to wait. Shadow Moses just has people? No, 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 no. Not just people. Come on now. Genome soldiers. What the fuck are you crouching down for? I would have thought it was like in the desk. Also, boom, there it is when we played Claire's, and I was like, I swear there's a pickup here. Chat told me I was crazy. I was not crazy. I'm telling you, they shifted around between scenarios. My brain always goes to certain spots and is like, there's an item here, but then every once in a while there's not on any given scenario, and that's when I get weirded out. Thank you, Resident Evil 2. Oh, this is easy. I got this. I'm a professional. Yeah. I know how to do this because we just did it. Wait, do I need one more down? Yeah. Perfect. As a psychic and an invisible ninja. A cyborg ninja at that. Neither are good. I'm not going to Raccoon City. I'm not. I would take that over Raccoon City. Absolutely. Once again, I think my odds are better. What is with the world of RE? So many viruses and parasites that make you superhuman. It's better not to think about it. The more you just suspend your disbelief and you're like, oh yeah, that, sure. Virus, parasite, does thing, whatever, cool. Makes sense. When you start to think about how many of them there are within one planet even, it does start to get a little crazy. That's why we just don't think about it. Okay, no dogs. All the enemy placements too. Hey!
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
God,
I'm looking for some guy named Ben.
I love him.
He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside.
Mm-hmm.
If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Ada was still fire with these visuals. Crazy for that. Come on. Come on. There we go. Which universe are you more likely to be betrayed in, Metal Gear or Resident Evil? Probably Metal Gear. I think it has to be Metal Gear. Gotta grab this herb, I need that. I feel like Metal Gear just has so many secret bad guy plot twists, even compared to RE. You guys see her moonwalk for a second? She was hitting it too.
Ada, wait!
Real problem with Shadow Moses is the fact that you're on an island in Alaska. That's true. Although, there is a very convenient snowmobile and glacier that's just connected to mainland. So I think it's fine. Probably. Was that film? Yoink. Control panel to release the lock. It's open. We're good. Didn't say anything. Was it a letter? Hold on. Might have been one of those. Yeah, it was the letter R. Some single letters will trigger the bot to prevent some unsavory spam. It's just a safety precaution for chat.
Let me guess.
Which is why the timeout is so short.
Right? Get up now.
It's just that mods can see it, and if it's actually a problem,
What do you
handle
want?
it.
I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer.
What?
But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
Okay, goodbye, Ada. See ya, I guess. Okay, well, hold on a minute, you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, it just flashes green. Yeah, it's okay. It's because it's the club. Wait, why is the other club door not lit up? Did I never? No, I didn't get the map of the RPD, did I? Of the first floor. Where did I miss that? Isn't Resident Evil full of puzzles? Yeah. Well, at least it depends on which RE game, like really which style of RE game you're playing. But for this one, yes. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll. What is this in reference to? Are these song lyrics? Then we let it pop. Y'all let it go? Why does this make me feel like a boomer? Or maybe a zoomer? Is that X gonna give it to you? It's crazy how many times I have heard that song in my life. And yet I just don't recognize the lyrics, apparently. Okay. Are there enemies in here now? No. The fuck? I swear, man, there's either dogs or lickers in here normally. Depending on the scenario, I think. It's weird for me to just not have anything in here yet. It's mostly just DMX barking. No one's listening to the lyrics. Rest in peace, though. Rest in peace. That's how I feel every time I laugh at a Leon line in this game. I feel like an asshole. Because, like, it's, you know, it's classic RE. Random lines I find very funny. I love old, like, 90s voice acting in games. So I'll laugh at, like, a random line that's not supposed to be funny, but it just comes out weird. And then I remember, I'm like, oh, the actor's dead, and now I look like a dick. God damn it. Every time. Okay. I need organization. Oh. Chat, when I tell you the temptation to go and get the picture from the film right now, even though I know I can do it later. I'm getting that, like, compulsive Resident Evil need. I'm like, oh, I can go and get that thing right now, and there's no reason to go and get it right now. But I really want to. Yeah, fuck it. We're doing it. We're doing it live. I realize that this is not effective routing in the slightest, but we're all hanging out anyway. These streams aren't about the effective routing yet. That comes later. These are the casual, just nice, experiencing the games collectively playthroughs. Challenges are coming later. At least the challenges don't get too bad until, I'm trying to think. Wait, what's the first one that's actually going to be really bad? Remake. Our remake. RE1 remake. Is the first one that's actually going to be really rough with the challenge runs. Whoa. Why'd he do a spin? I didn't do that. I promise. It's my weird duck station thing where it suddenly has decided that it doesn't like my controller's D-pad, and it's only duck station. Nothing else that I play on this controller does that. It's only duck station that I occasionally just start spinning in circles. This is Leon B, yes. Walking and walking, appreciating the atmosphere, the art direction, the music. You look at it as walking. I see it as enjoying, experiencing. Really trying to, holy shit. I missed some ink ribbons. It's a good thing I was paying close attention right there. Mega Man X4 is peak 90s Capcom voice acting. You see, I was saying 90s voice acting, but you kind of bring up a good point that Capcom was worse than even like the standard back then. I mean, obviously, it would be unfair to compare like anything from the late 90s to Metal Gear Solid or something like that, but Capcom wasn't the worst, but they were definitely a bit behind, which was probably because a lot of their games were localized in English with like full dubs and everything, and back then that was just Japanese to English localization in the 90s and even for a lot of the 2000s was rough. It's kind of a recent thing, but it's not awful. I mean, seriously, when you think about it like that, it has only really gotten good as of like 15 years ago, like genuinely good. It started to get solid in the 2000s, but it wasn't until like the late 2000s where we started to get like really good localization across the board. When that industry really started to like hit its stride. Hunk versus Chris RE1, who will win? Dude, Chris is dead. It's so over. Chris is fucking dead. Don't get me wrong, I love some Boulder, but like he's not making it. He's just not. Hunk's gonna circle around him, give him a little chiropractic, do some jazz hands, and it's over. That's not ominous to find, is it, Leon? Did I find this during the Claire run? This picture? Did I ever develop this? I don't think I did. Development code T103. Due to accelerated metabolism relative to the earlier 00 series, this subject possesses exemplary regenerative... regenerative? Did I say that wrong the first time? That sounded wrong when it came out of my mouth. Regenerative capabilities. PH-X016 file data. I wouldn't have gotten that during Claire's run, because the cells are blocked off for her. What about RE5, Chris? It's kind of hard to say, actually, with that one. I might still say it's Hunk. I would probably lean towards Hunk, even if it is RE5, Chris. RE1, Chris, is just like good night. Not a chance. RE5, he'd put up a fight, but I still think Hunk would kill him. Hunk in the Resident Evil universe is just kind of overpowered. Hunk versus Leon RE4 is still probably Hunk. Like, in that case, it's actually... I have a good reason for the RE4 case, at the very least. With Chris, it's pretty speculative. But with RE4, Leon versus Hunk, both of those characters are playable in both versions of RE4. A remake and original, right? You can play both of them in Mercenaries. And the thing about that is that Leon in RE4 Mercenaries is... like the most baseline basic character, and Hunk is the super overpowered like late game unlock character who can just breeze through and easily get like the S++ ranks. Like, Hunk is just, he's way stronger than Leon is in the Mercenaries mode, at least. That I have a good reason. Hunk goes into the exact same scenarios that Leon does and just breezes through it casually, jazz hands and all. So, if anyone hasn't played RE4 Mercenaries for themselves, they probably don't get why I keep saying jazz hands for Hunk. He has a move where he snaps the enemy's neck and then he goes like this. It's like, ooh, like legitimately. He does like a little finger wiggle thing after he snaps their neck. And that's what I'm talking about. Doesn't Hunk's special give him infinite ammo? Yes. In Remake, I don't remember, what was his ability or his special in the original? In the remake is more recent, so I can remember this. I haven't played 4's Mercenaries in years. I'm not normally a big Mercenaries fan, so even for Remake, like I last played as Hunk in that pretty much when the Mercenaries update came out, when I played through and like unlocked everything and then pretty much never touched it again. But yeah, in the remake at least, I do remember Hunk's special, I think just literally gave him infinite ammo. I don't think it even was like basically, I think it just literally was infinite ammo. Hunk versus Jill RE5, still probably Hunk. I'm almost trying to think, is there a playable Resident Evil character who I think realistically could beat Hunk in a death match, in a death battle? I don't know if there is. I think Hunk solos the Resident Evil universe. I think it's one of those characters. I think he's just one of those characters. Wesker? Maybe Wesker. Krauser? I think he beats Krauser. Hell, if Leon beats Krauser, Hunk definitely does. Wesker's actually... Wesker might be able to... Oh, but then, see, that makes me question the RE5 Chris matchup, because it's the same thing, where it's like, if RE5 Chris can beat Wesker, he could probably also beat Hunk, thinking about it now. Because I feel like Wesker could probably beat Hunk. Chris had help. That's true. He did have help. That's a fair point. It wasn't a solo death battle. If you had a choice with a new Resident Evil game, would you like the old style, like the one you're playing now? Or the ones now? In what way? Do you mean like in like camera perspective? Like action horror versus survival horror? What are we talking specifically here? In terms of camera perspective, I would personally fucking shit my pants if they announced a new fixed camera RE game, like a genuine new one. Hell, even a remake, I would shit my pants. Fuck you, dog jump scare. Oh, another herb. My compulsive need to collect every item. Hold on. It's happening again. Here's the thing. I really like fixed camera RE. Like a lot. I would absolutely scream like a girl if they announced one. And I would be so ecstatic. But I think the approach that they took with RE2, where they basically made like an old school survival horror RE game, just with a different perspective and control scheme, was really smart. I think that was a fantastic play on Capcom's part, especially now, like what, 5 years on, we have the numbers to really back that. Because if you don't know, the Resident Evil 2 remake is currently the most high-selling RE game ever. For like almost 15 years straight, RE5 stood at the top and basically wasn't even challenged. But RE2 remake has surpassed RE5 now. It is the RE game that has sold the most copies ever. So even words. I am talking from a business perspective a little bit. But I think that is like the smart play on Capcom. is make the style of game that old school fans love, like me, but also just bring it in and modernize it in a way that it can reach a broader audience the way that RE2 Remake did. 7 has now sold more than 5, but that's a very recent thing. 7, I think, passed 5 in what, like 2022, I think? I want to say it was like 22. It took a good like 5 years for 7 to pass it. I actually just saw the other day, I don't know if any of you guys saw this. Capcom tweeted that RE4 Remake just hit 8 million units sold, which might not sound like a ton, but for the amount of time that RE4 Remake has been out, for it to have just hit 8 million, it is the fastest selling Resident Evil game of all time. So basically what that means is that if RE4 Remake keeps up its momentum that it has for like the last year and a half sales-wise, it will inevitably within like a couple years be the new best-selling RE game ever, all time. So Capcom's really been cooking recently. Like they've just had crazy success after crazy success with RE. With like the only quote-unquote hiccup being 3-make. Like we could talk about 3-make until we all bleed from our assholes. But like 3-make sold pretty well. Word of mouth definitely slowed it down, but even then, 3-make is a good game. It's a good survival horror game. It's just not a good remake of RE3. That was like the one, in quotes, hiccup. But even then, it's kind of hard to even call it that, because it still sold more than the majority of RE titles have. So, it's not the biggest hiccup. It's just really, oh shit. It's just to say that it's the one in the last few years that wasn't like explosive, crazy success for Capcom. There we go. Stay down. There we go. Jesus. Forgot the dogs were gonna do that when I grabbed that herb. Fuck's sake. What was that? Oh, I see what it was. Single letters again. Wait, does this one? Wait a second. Code Veronica remake when? Who fucking knows? There are some leaks saying that it's in the works, but there are also leaks saying that they're remaking RE1 again. There are also leaks saying that they're remaking RE5. There are also leaks saying that they're remaking RE0. So, who knows? Oh, ow, really? Fuck. Oh, it didn't poison me, though. Okay, I can live with that. I had a blue herb in my pocket anyway. I would have been fine. The bad word. It was the single letter G. Which, streaming RE, maybe the bot needs a tweak for that one specifically. Man, every time I have to tweak it. The, what's it? The odds of disaster go a little bit higher. There are leaks saying they're remaking RE Gaiden. Yeah, source is, I definitely heard that from my dad's uncle's brother-in-law that works at Capcom. They're remaking RE Gaiden, you guys. You heard it here first. You're welcome. Sorry, hold on. There. Oh shit, there's ink ribbons. They're remaking Dino Crisis, but only Dino Crisis 3. No, God, please. I've only ever played the first one. I've heard the second one is fine, and the third one is maybe not so much. That's one way of putting it. Here. I want to keep this nice and orderly. I like the way my item box is looking right now. I don't want to lose this. We can't let it get out of control. There we go. Hold on. We're cooking. We're getting places. Uh-huh. 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 Beautiful. We're probably fine to not save for a bit. 12 bullets is enough for me. They're definitely remaking Daikatana. Please, for the love of God, do not. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. It's because I'm streaming. RE2 brain kicked in a little late. Give me these guys. And then move this up just so it looks nice. Thank you. Ooh. Where's my Dino Stalker remake, you cowards? Dino Stalker would be an insane. Could you imagine if they announced that and everyone would be like, what? What is a Dino Stalker? What are you talking about, old man? You know, where's my where's my Biohazard Gun Survivor 2 remake, Capcom? Where is it? Descriptions for the plugs. King plug insertion, rook plug insertion, bishop plug insertion, knight plug insertion. Mm-hmm. 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 Missing the knight plug, I think. Dino Crisis or Turok. It's a gun survivor game. It's the third in the survivor like series that Capcom did. The first, second, and fourth survivor games are all Resident Evil. And the third one was just randomly Dino Crisis. And that third one is Dino Stalker.
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft?
Shaft?
Boost. I'll go and check.
No censoring the gray children in the UK? Wait, what? The ghost children in the original Silent Hill got censored? I've never heard this. I tried to avoid the, what's it?
That little girl must have dropped this. I think I'll hold on to it for her.
I tend to avoid the more dedicated side of the Silent Hill community for the sake of my own mental health. Although sometimes they're awesome. Circumcision war is one of the greatest things to ever happen on the internet. He's not dead. He's twitching though. Oh yeah, he's not dead. My initial gut instinct was right. Shit. Sorry, the what war? Silent Hill circumcision war. You heard it right the first time. Ah, shit. I was like, wait a second. I just bumped into it. God damn it. I should have known better. Are the SH2 reimagining is dog shit? Let me know. It's good. You could find shit to whine about, but like, it's good. I like it. Yoink. Lever to fill and drain water? No. No, 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 no. Can you explain what the fuck that is? There are really, really good, what's it, YouTube videos that break it down. I would recommend it. I would recommend it. Come on. There we go. Get me up. Get me down. Refuses to elaborate. The circumcision war has been covered in great length by people who could explain it far better than I can. It is a beautiful piece of internet history, though, that everyone should know about. Would recommend looking into it. Come on. Nice. SH2 has been really good. I'm relatively near the end of SH2, that is. I'm like halfway through the prison right now. In other words, miss me with that shit. No, it's funny. It's really funny. I really, that's genuinely like my favorite thing to come out of the Silent Hill community online is that. And maybe like ironically, like in an ironic way, I might kind of love the Silent Hill 2 fans trying to tell Ito that they understand the game better than he does. But God, I don't understand why that man's even still on Twitter. The mental toll that it has to take on you to have to deal with that shit so regularly, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. At a certain point, I would just either pull a Kamiya and block half the internet or deactivate my Twitter and just never look back. But death of the author or whatever. It's so wild, man. We go up. I saw someone remade the James breakdancing video with the remake models. I haven't seen that yet. The one where he just starts dancing in front of the TV. Someone did it with the remake already? It took like a week. The breakdancing remake models is fire. Oh my God, I have to see it.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here.
I love the way they throw them.
Here's one more.
Thank you.
Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
Isn't Twitter removing blocking?
What? Ada, wait!
Hold on.
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
Is it bad that I think even 32-bit Ada is hot? Why are you like the fourth person today to say that exact thing? It might not be that bad because it seems like everyone is in the same spot here. Twitter's not removing blocking. they're just making it so that now if you block someone, they can still see your posts, which I think is how a lot of other platforms do it, but I'm not, this is crazy coming from someone who does YouTube as their primary source of income. But I don't really use many social media platforms. Is that normal? Because to me that sounds normal, but maybe I'm just wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh God. Ugh. Shit. Still not poisoned, we're fine. God, I love running into the spiders like that in this game. It's so unintentionally funny when Leon just goes, ooh. I don't know why. I love RE2. Maybe in some ways that I shouldn't. I find this game way funnier than I should, I think. Club key. That's what we're doing. I was like, what was I about to go do? Club key. I can't believe that I've not seen the breakdancing Silent Hill 2 videos being remade with the remake assets. Like, how have I missed that? I guess it's because I'm not on Twitter much anymore. That's where I typically would have seen stuff like that. Oh my God, how many bullets do I have? That was my last handgun shot. You love to see it. I saw it on Insta. Yeah, I don't have Instagram. The only one that I really had was Twitter. And Twitter, like, in terms of user experience, has just gone slowly down the drain over like the last year or so. So I just genuinely don't really use it much anymore. How are you gonna feel good about your body if you don't have Insta? I have my at-home gym equipment and a mirror. That's how. I take off my shirt and flex in front of the mirror for at least an hour a day. And it does wonders for me. You have Facebook? No. No Facebook. At this point, really all I have is YouTube. Gotta do something with that insomnia time. No, the insomnia time goes towards the videos. Like I say, whenever, what's it? Whenever I get those comments that are like, how the fuck do these videos get done so fast? And I'm just like, you don't understand? It's the power of acute ADHD and hyperfixation alongside some pretty bad insomnia. Like, my brain just at any hour of the day is like, let's get some video stuff done. Let's go chip away a little bit. And I'm awake for like 18, 19 hours a day. 20. 18 to 20 is a good range. Today, I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. Using only YouTube is probably the best option for your mental health. Honestly, it's like, I don't really have a recent like comparison, because I just haven't really used most social media in years. But yeah, it seems to be working out well. Shit. All right, Leon. Your blood Celsius level is at least 0.3. Hey, this isn't even a Celsius can today. This is, well, I thought it was a Celsius can when I bought it. We're going. Fuck it. I don't want to have to use the ammo. Give me that. Thank you. Maybe I should. The run back is going to be sketchy. Oh, shit. That went pretty well, actually. BAC Blood Alani count? I hadn't even heard of Alani until I read it off the can sitting here. I genuinely picked this up thinking it was Celsius. I hadn't even heard of it, dude. It's pretty good, though. Weird that it tastes exactly like a purple sour Skittle. Like, it almost concerningly similar, but it's good. I like sour Skittles. I never have them. I never buy them. But yeah, it tastes like exactly like a sour Skittle. Your eyes are open to its greatness. I wonder, I bought another can that I thought was a new Celsius flavor. That might also be Alani. It was right there, like in the line, right? Side pack, baby. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Check this shit out. Boom. 10 glorious inventory slots. Beautiful. This is how Resident Evil should be. I joke. I joke. Before anyone is like, fanny packing it? Oh, we're fanny packing it. We are absolutely fanny packing it. Am I wrong for... Okay, so when I was a kid playing RE2, I never noticed that the side pack is like actually visibly on Leon and Claire's models when they have them. Like right there, boom, side pack. Never really noticed it when I was a kid. And I think I only noticed it now because of like the upscaling. I might still have just like glossed right over it if I was playing it at like 480i still. I mean 240p, exactly. I just never even really noticed that little detail until years later when I started like upscaling my shit. Take more shotgun shells. The genius of this game, you're thrilled to find a fanny pack. Exactly. When else are you going to be excited about a fanny pack, chat? Actually, that's not true. I feel like if I play any video game, I'm going to be excited about a fanny pack. 360i in Europe? Wait, really? I was today years old when I learned you could see the pack. It's not just me. That makes me feel so much better. It's not just me. We read this, right? Yes. Yes, we did. The blue skies. Yeah. We did read this. Lore is all in the Claire A run, or mostly. I'm reading all the new lore for Leon, but... ran slightly slower. I do know that the European releases of PS1 games did run a little slower. They ran at 25 FPS instead of 30. Like as a standard. They were 50 hertz instead of 60 hertz. The DMC-1 shotgun sound effect is from this game. Yes, it's Leon's upgraded shotgun. Bro, you have no idea. When I first played DMC-1, I've mentioned it before. The first time I played DMC, it was right when I moved to Florida to start college. I picked up DMC HD Collection, like on Steam on sale, right before I moved. Had it installed on my PC and everything, moved down there, and the first like week that I lived in Florida, I had no internet because the apartment's internet was, or the apartment complex's internet was all fucked up for like the whole first week that I lived there. Just didn't work. So as I was waiting to finally have internet there, this was also during COVID. This was in 2020. So I couldn't go out and do anything. I just moved to the opposite end of the country, didn't know anyone. So what did I do for a whole week? I sat in my apartment and played the games that I had already had installed on Steam. And one of those was the DMC collection. So I just blasted through that for like a week. And you can imagine when I first got the shotgun in DMC 1 and heard the sound effect after playing unholy amounts of RE2 growing up. Instant recognition when I heard it. I was like, there is no way that that is the exact same sound effect. And it sure as hell was. For a second, I had a moment of, what door am I going to? Over here. I would add a kappa, but this isn't Twitch. Yeah, YouTube has their own weird kappa. But it's only on, like, desktop chat, because I've tried to do it on mobile, and it doesn't work on mobile. A picture of a man on a carriage. Something is on the wheel. Queen, King, Jack. Carriage will start running. I would love a remake of DMC 1 that kept it more slow and restrained. Bro, I've talked about, just imagine if they like kept all the vibes, like the atmosphere, the art direction, etc. of DMC 1. And maybe this is the DMC 5 fan in me, but with modernized DMC gameplay. I would fucking love that shit, man. It was Queen, King, Jack, right? I think. Yeah. No one watches on mobile, right? All CEOs of streaming platforms, probably. The shotgun should do. All right, you big bitch. I'm gonna grab this cog, and then you're going down. Maybe. Ow. Oh, fuck. I wish I had my Magnum right about now. I was not thinking ahead. I forgot we were playing B scenario, man. That's what I thought. Told you were going down. 30 handgun bullets. Worth it. Worth it. Oops. Is there any point in killing him? Yeah, he gives an item drop every time. Which is something that a surprising amount of people didn't know about when I mentioned it in my RE2 video. I got one comment like the day the video went up that I thought was hilarious, where a guy like timestamped me saying that he drops ammo every time. And he was like, wait a minute. You're telling me that I've been running past ammo all these years? Because he's been running away from Mr. X. I didn't know that he dropped ammo for a super long time either. I feel like the game just makes you think that you're supposed to run from him because he always gets up and comes back. But then some goober on the internet eventually tells you that he drops a shit ton of ammo every time you put him down. Ooh, ow, my face. I'm not... Only yellow? Fuck it. I was gonna say I'm not risking it, but apparently we're still only yellow. That's what I thought. What's it this time? Shotgun shells? I'll take it. Hell, that basically made up for the whole 2 encounters right there. Not really, but it's fine. We got 30 handgun bullets out of it as well. You got to consider the trade. I think it was worthwhile. If I had my Magnum on me, that would have been super worthwhile. He only takes like 4 Magnum shots to put down, I think. I don't know if that's exactly right, but I should be carrying my Magnum, especially now that we got the side pack. I can kind of just keep that thing on me. He's talking about ammo. Oh, that's what X gonna give to me, huh? Ammo. That's my bad joke quota for today. No, I think that's good. I like that one. Will you play DMC 6 if it's $100? Yeah. I will complain. It's one of those things where it's just one of those franchises that the answer is yes. I would bitch so much if it was $100 like standard price, which it wouldn't be. But theoretically, I would complain around the clock for like a whole year probably. From the moment they announce it, I will complain about it every day leading up to release. When I'm playing it at release, I will complain about it every day. And then for like another 6 months or so, I'm gonna constantly still be making jokes about it. But yeah, I would pre-order it. Absolutely, I know better. I would like to say that I wouldn't, but I would. I know myself too well. Okay. Since we have so many handgun rounds now, I'll carry it for a bit. And then, yeah, pocket magnum. That should be the whole RPD cleared out, right? I think so. Nice. Looks clean. Preferred duo in RE6? That's kind of a hard one, actually. Chris and Piers. Not my favorite campaign by any means in RE6. I think Leon has the best campaign. But if we're talking like just the characters, Chris and Piers would probably be my favorite duo. If Elden Ring 2 is 200 quid, I'm spending 200 quid. It's one of those things where it's like, I will complain about it so much, but yeah, I'll end up buying it. I'm a fool. I am a fool. I have played Space Marine 2. I've been playing it with a group of buddies who we all bought it together. So I haven't been able to like grind out Space Marine 2. We still haven't even gotten through everything. But that's partially, Sparking Zero is to blame for that. Because of course, Sparking Zero came out. We haven't touched Space Marine 2 since Sparking Zero came out. Not once have we even played a tiny bit of Space Marine 2. We haven't gotten through like all the... We finished the single player, but we haven't gotten through like all the co-op operations or whatever they're called. Like even once. We've done like half of the co-op missions so far. And then we're probably gonna replay those. Probably. I don't have to read this one. We already got it. Jake and Sherry for me. I really like Jake. Is Space Marine 2 good? Yeah. It is, like, I'm not even a 40K fan, really. Well, I guess I kind of am now. It's converted me a little bit. I started watching, like, lore videos and stuff, but it's fine. Like, going in, I wasn't even really a 40K fan. I had played the first Space Marine and thought it was pretty alright. Thought it was, like, a fun distraction, but not, like, one of my favorite games ever or anything. But Space Marine 2, with, like, a squad of 3, is such a fun time. Granted, scheduling for our group of 3 to play together is a pain in the ass because we can only really do it like once a week, and we get like, you know, 1 to 2 hours out of it, and then we have to wait a week again. But it's been worth it. Is it better than Rise Son of Rome? Yes. Actually, that's kind of, now that you mention it, the first Space Marine does feel a little bit like Rise Son of Rome. I never finished that game. That was certainly one of the games Microsoft ever published. Definitely. For a few novels, I will happily advise. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Novels. Oh. I didn't need the valve, I needed the crank. Was Rise bad? Not bad, it's just... It's a game. It's not like a bad game, but it's just one of those games that you play for a little bit and you're like, yep, that was certainly a video game. Like, it's just one of the most, like, unremarkable games ever. I know that music. Yeah, mediocre, bland. It's just like you play it a little bit and then you kind of forget it exists. 3! It's 3 magnum shots to drop him. Chat, if you have never killed Mr. X every time he shows up in your RE2 playthrough, let this be an example of why you should. Spent 3 bullets on the Magnum, got 8 back. 5 Magnum shot profit just for fighting him instead of trying to slip by him. A very 6 out of 10 game. Yeah, just like one of those games that you play and you don't really, like, you're not going to really recommend it to your friends or anything. It's just one of the most average games you've played. And you're not really going to remember it because it was bad either. Like, it's not bad, so you're not going to remember it because it's like, oh, I played that game, I didn't like it, it was kind of shit. You're just going to forget. Rise was literally the perfect launch title to show us what the Xbox One was going to be capable of. Hey, Dead Rising 3 was fun at launch. That was the launch title I got with my Xbox. I picked up Rise a little later. I don't know why, but I did. Or no, I think I got Rise for free on like Xbox Live or something. But on launch, I bought my Xbox One with Dead Rising 3. That was a fun game. Not my favorite Dead Rising, but that's a fun game. Certainly the better of the two, like between Rise Son of Rome and Dead Rising 3, if you're comparing Xbox One launch titles. I'll take Dead Rising 3 any day. Although some people really hate Dead Rising 3, I've learned. I certainly, like, I don't like it more than a lot of the older Dead Rising games, but I like it. Is Rise better than Forspoken? Yes. Yes. It's at least that much. I should probably save. We haven't saved it all today. I say after a casual hour and 15 minutes of playtime. Still anticipating Bloodborne Remaster or Demon's Souls 2 any day now. Definitely not as bad as 4. Yeah, 4, I didn't even play 4, but I've like seen some coverage of it and stuff, and man, I think it's for the best that I didn't play it. Someday I probably will. Like, it's one of those games that eventually the curiosity will get the best of me and I will play it for myself. But from just what little I know about Dead Rising 4, it's probably a good thing that I didn't play it, like when it came out especially. Is Rise better than DMC 2? Yeah. Yeah. Like, at least I talk about DMC 2 so often because DMC 2 is like comedically bad. Genuinely, it's just DMC 2 is a game that is so bad it's fun to talk about how bad it is. It's one of those, which is not often for me. Hell, I find the positive in just about any fucking game, but DMC 2, I'm like, the positive is that if you turn your brain off and you don't think about what's happening, it's kind of fun. That's like the good thing that I say about DMC 2 whenever I talk about it. which says a lot. A new Wipeout? Bro, what happened to Wipeout? When was the last Wipeout? New Wipeout any day, surely. If I could pick any random game franchise to get a revival, like out of nowhere that no one would expect. Hold on, I'm gonna have to think about this. One that's not gotten a game in, like, years. If I could pick any random game franchise to get a new game. The last Wipeout was in 2021 on mobile. Awesome. Awesome. The first one that comes to mind. Oh, Banjo would be a... Bro, did you guys see Microsoft literally this week at a presentation, like a presentation that wasn't broadcast, but one that it was like a press event, and so like the transcripts are available, right? Like you can go and read the text of the entire presentation. Microsoft, in a presentation this last week, talked about how Banjo-Kazooie has, or like doesn't have enough brand power to sell nowadays. Which, if you're not sure why I'm talking about this the way I am, it's because Microsoft owns the rights to Banjo-Kazooie. So them saying that means that, no, we're not going to get new Banjo anytime soon. No. Absolutely not. Ooh, Siphon Filter, Half-Life, Zone of Enders. They're probably right. The sad part is that they probably are right, at least to an extent. Like, yeah, I'm sure that compared to some of their biggest franchises, it just wouldn't be worth investing in Banjo. They probably are right to an extent. He's just dead. Yeah, I feel like Half-Life Alyx is too recent to say Half-Life. Probably the best answer I've thought of so far is Knights of the Old Republic. But also, well, I don't know. I have to wait and see how the new Dragon Age is. Because that first preview, that first trailer for the new Dragon Age looked so bad. But then we got the recent previews where they were able to play like 8 hours of the game. And all the footage and like gameplay and stuff from that.
Come on, answer.
I have to wait and see how it turns out.
I don't believe this. I almost got the story.
Ben.
Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay.
Hang in there, Ben.
Good night, Ben.
Leon.
I don't think we read this during the Claire one. I think this is a new bit of lore. We'll see you around, Aniket. Double Crosser is the wrong game. The new Dragon Age, like, actually, it looks The thing is, the gameplay from those previews looked pretty good, but because of the initial trailer, I'm still very hesitant. But if I was only going off of those previews without having seen that first trailer, I would probably be excited for it. It's a weird spot to be in. It doesn't feel very Dragon Age, but it looks pretty good. Like, for what it is, sort of thing, right? If I just throw out the whole, like, it has to feel like Dragon Age Origins that I have because I'm a fan of Origins, it looks good. Anyway, to Mr. Brian Irons, chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have lost the Mansion Lab facility due to the actions of the renegade operative Albert Wesker. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effect upon our continued virus research. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining STARS members, Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. If it comes to light that the STARS have any evidence as to the activities of our research, dispose of them in a manner that would, or in such a manner that would appear to be purely accidental. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public. Annette will continue to be your contact throughout this affair. William Birkin. Another message. I have deposited the amount of $10,000 to the account for your services this term as per our agreement. The development of the G-Virus scheduled to replace the T-Virus is near completion. Once completed, I am certain that I will be appointed to be a member of the executive board for Umbrella Incorporated. It is imperative that we proceed with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining STARS members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor their activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. William Birkin. Another one. To Mr. Brian Irons, we have a problem. I have received information informing me that Umbrella HQ has sent spies to recover my research on the G-Virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me, as it represents my entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons. Detain any such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary and contact me immediately through Annette. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I will not allow anyone to steal my work on the G-Virus, not even Umbrella. William Birkin. Bro's getting screwed, only 10K. I think it was...
Where are you going?
I wonder how regularly he was getting paid 10K. That's kind of the
Chemical
thing.
plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada, wait! Hey!
Would it be about 20K now? Jesus, it can't be that extreme.
Leon, are you still there?
But it might be.
We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait, wait! Man, why doesn't anyone ever listen to me?
Oh my god. 10,000 USD in 1998 to today would be 19.3K. Fuck. We've halved the value of the dollar in less than like 30 years. I didn't need to know that. I did not need that info today. Billy Birkin not letting his G-Virus go. It's crazy that everything that transpires in the events of RE2, the whole Raccoon City outbreak, all happens just because he was so unwilling to let them take his G-Virus samples. Put into perspective, it's kind of nuts. The man must not have known the possible consequences of his actions, because holy shit. Give me Just one classy green herb. Actually, who am I kidding? Or two. That didn't even get me out of the yellow. Give me two classy green herbs. And the rest of my magnum bullets. And these. We're playing on Duck Station, which is why you see no like weird warping or wobbling. It's the magic of Duck Station. Well, certain settings in Duck Station that are fairly experimental. But if you're playing games that are as like mainstream, as big as RE2, they're pretty stable settings and can make PS1 games look genuinely really good. Which is why you can see the fanny pack. Honestly, it's probably true. Stay back, demon! Oh, don't you raise that pipe at me. He's stun locked by the magnum. And that's the boss that I just prepped so much for. I feel a little silly right now. I have yet to see a game have an issue with the geometry correction. I really haven't seen it either, but to be fair, I feel like I play pretty mainstream stuff. Like, if you're playing something really obscure, you're probably gonna run into issues. Granted, for a lot of people, even including me, to be honest, the warping and wobbling on the PS1 is part of the charm. But man, you just get such a genuinely clean picture when you get rid of it. It's kind of nuts.
What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. As an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
I didn't even notice the lack of vertice wobbling. How did I not notice it? I feel like it's one of those things that even if you're like me, where you're like a PS1 kid, if you just don't know that someone made that adjustment, you might not catch it. Especially if it's not a game you're familiar with. I feel like I would probably catch it if it was like an old RE game. But even then, I might just think that they're playing like one of the PC ports. Speaking of, does anyone here know the quality of the RE2 and 3 GOG ports? Because I've heard nothing. I tried out the RE1 port. I bought the whole bundle just to support it. But I tried out the RE1 port. Didn't love it. Just stuck with the PS1 release that I've had since I was like a toddler. Does anyone know about 2 and 3 though? Because I heard that 2's release might have actually been pretty good. At least from a couple people I heard that. And I know that 3 recently got its GOG release. Hold on, organization things. These can go here. You guys can go back here. I probably don't need the magnum bullets for now. Probably don't need to save yet. I think. You got so used to seeing it, you didn't know it was there? True. Also, I saw the, what's it? I saw the fucking dad joke. That massive eye weak point must be a big burden to shoulder. Terrible. For retro gaming, GOG often doesn't disappoint. I don't know who did the GOG, RE1 GOG might have been patched. Really? Just wondering if you bought all of them. I did buy the whole bundle. Like initially when RE1 came out, I bought the whole $25 one, but I just wasn't happy with the quality of the RE1 port. Like the sound was fucked because it's based on the PC version from back in the day. Jill doesn't have to use ink ribbons. Just a whole bunch of weird stuff that I was like, this is a fine way to play RE1. But like, I've played the PS1 release my whole life. So like, I sitting there playing it, I know what the original was like in comparison. So I was pretty much constantly bothered by it. But if you either haven't played it in a long time, like the original, or you just never played it, it would be a solid way to experience those, or at least RE1. It's one of those where it's like, if that's the only like convenient means available to you, yeah, that's fine. Jill ink ribbons is still the same. I just played Chris. Hello? Where is that? There we go. The Jill ink ribbons was the thing that's when I hit my breaking point. When I hit a typewriter and didn't need a ribbon. That's because it was on stream. This happened. That's when I was like, all right, we're just going to go boot up my PS1 version instead. And we did. We absolutely did. The PC version does have some fun stuff. It has a couple extra unlockables. It's got different costumes to unlock than the PS1 version. Jesus Christ. This Alani is giving me the hiccups like crazy. Keep needing to hold it in. There's probably a community patch anyway. There is a community patch for all of them. That only can work off of the Japanese version of the game, but at least for RE1, they also had the Japanese version readily available. You just had to like change what version of the game you installed in the launcher. It's called Total Rebirth if you are playing the PC versions. That's the way to go. For some reason, or sorry, not Total Rebirth, Classic Rebirth. Classic Rebirth is the way to go. For some reason, when I tried to install it onto the Japanese version through GOG, Classic Rebirth just apparently doesn't want to cooperate with my GPU. Like, even using DG Voodoo just doesn't want to work. It's so broken. And I don't know why. Forums said that it was pretty normal for, like, AMD cards to be like that, but I don't have an AMD card.
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
So I don't know why it's so busted for me, but like I can't even get into gameplay using Classic Rebirth. It crashes by the time I even get in. And the menu's all fucked. I should try to reinstall it and show it at some point on stream. Like half of the main menu doesn't even render in. It's just like a black screen. And even if I try to power through and start up a new game, it crashes by the time I actually get into gameplay. Sometimes it crashes like immediately. It's a ticking time bomb. It's just like, it's going to crash at some point. He's holding something. I don't need this right now. Okay, Ada. Whatever you say. Get up there. A ventilation slot at the end of the ladder. Thank you, Capcom. Half price if you buy all three? What? Oh, Castlevania. I thought you were talking about the RE thing. I was like, what do you mean? I only saved $5 buying them together. It was the difference between like 30 and 25, which was fine. I didn't mind. I just wanted to support Capcom re-releasing the original trilogy. Even if it wasn't a version that I was necessarily going to play. I was like, you know what? I could throw $25 at them just to make it seem like it's a good idea to re-release these.
You're the one who was with that cop, if I'm not mistaken. Identify yourself. Ada Wong. Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe.
Thank you for spelling it out.
How did you know? Who are you? Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus, William Birkin. What? John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me. G-virus? It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus. Then that must mean the creature in the police department is... Precisely. My husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
That's true. She's not wrong.
Where did you get that pendant? It looks exactly like the one I gave Sherry. She dropped it. I've been holding on to it for her. Liar! Give it back to me!
Oh! Good night.
Too bad.
I never get over how hard Ada just clocks her. Knocks her the fuck out. Oh. I'm sorry. What? We're just not gonna acknowledge that, Ada? So she's single? Well, she is now. Do we need this, Ada? Apparently not. How about this? Nope. Okay. Whatever you say, lady. Clumsy me. I will never get over her just punching the shit out of Ada out of Annette. It's so good. If only I could read. She doesn't need to right now. It's not like we're down in the sewers trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. She doesn't need to stop and read the books that are laying around. Oh, back to Leon. Good morning.
Ada?
That other elevator doesn't work, does it? There's no way it does. It's gonna say like powers out or some shit. Oh wait, no. This is the Leon elevator, isn't it? Wait, no, it's not. This is the other room. Why can Leon go into Claire's save room during the B scenario? But Claire can't go into Leon's save room during the A scenario. I said last run that I'd never have really tried this, despite the fact that every once in a while I think about it. Every time I replay this game. I'm learning things. We'll see you around, Lotus. Have a good rest of your day. Ada won't read. Chris can't read. They are not the same. So true. We all know Chris can't read. Have you seen him type on a keyboard? Jesus Christ. Holy blue herbs. Actually, conveniently, I do want the valve handle here. Leon's side pack is about to save the day, too. Wait, hold on. Can we go down here? Okay, that's gonna be locked. That makes sense. I was like, can we go and get the warehouse items from Claire's side, too? Since we apparently can come up here and grab a shit ton of herbs and some spare ink ribbons and everything. That was a neat distraction. I love the, what's it? The blood decals that they slap English, Jesus, onto Leon's model when he gets shot. Because you can kind of tell that they're just like, they're just stuck right on there. At least you can when up-resing, right? On a CRT in 480i, you wouldn't have been able to tell. But right now, yeah, you can tell. Small key. At this point in the game? Like the sun in Ocarina? Yeah, exactly, like the sun in Ocarina, actually. What does the small key open? I'll probably come across it at some point, I think. Oh, fuck. Okay. Do you guys have anything? No? Nope. Oh, God. Or the moon in Majora's Mask. Oh yeah, I forget that the moon is only actually 3D in Majora's Mask on like the final day, right? Oh. Man, I haven't replayed Majora's Mask in so long. Someday. Someday. Maybe a locker or something. One of the lockers up in Claire's save room was locked. I could try that one. I wonder if that's it. Too dark to see what's inside. Fluorescent lights beaming from both sides. We don't talk about the fluorescent lights. No, I skipped the new Zelda because of everything else. I was just like, man, I really cannot fit another game right now. Brooktober is real. I had to settle for only picking up in like the span of this last month. And I guess still this week one is coming out. I had to settle for only getting Space Marine 2. Why am I forgetting one? Oh, Silent Hill 2. Dragon Ball Sparking 0 and Black Ops 6. I had to settle for only getting those games. I had to skip Zelda, at least for now. 2023 and 24 are very busy gaming years. Bro, they're so busy. 2024 had a slower early half to the year. Definitely. But this last month has been crazy. Just so much shit coming out, like all at once. So much good shit, too. Like, so many really, really fun games coming out this last month. And say what you will about the Black Ops 6 choice. If nothing else, I am loyal to a handful of franchises out there where it's like, I don't even care what they're putting out. If it's a new game, I'm gonna need to be there. And one of them, mostly because of childhood nostalgia, is Call of Duty. It doesn't matter what the fuck Call of Duty is coming out. I'm buying it. I'll be there day one. I haven't even seen all the trailers for Black Ops 6. Like, I'm not even that involved in the hype cycle or anything. I'm just like, oh, Call of Duty, purchase. Click. Every time. Resident Evil's one of those too. It doesn't matter what they're putting out. I'm buying it. Resident Evil 9 is going to get announced at the Game Awards. I'm going to pre-order it like within the hour, assuming they allow me to. It's just one of those franchises. I have a bunch of them that it doesn't matter what it is. If it's that series, I'm playing it. I don't care. That's how I felt with Sparking Zero too. I was like, Tenkaichi 3 sequel? Click. Deluxe edition on that one. $100. Click. I couldn't help myself. I genuinely couldn't. I was like, oh, yeah, there's no way we're skipping this. Give me the 3 days of early access. Give them. And the DLC. I do get the whole first year of DLC with that too. Which I think they said was like 30 plus characters in year 1 for Sparking Zero. So. Not only did I get like a year of early access, I also got like a character per dollar out of the extra $30. I feel pretty justified. Honestly, that value is great when you put, I haven't even put it into perspective like that until just now. It's not copium, I swear. That value is pretty good. A character per dollar for a fighting game in the modern era is insane. Because I also just spent $8 on Heihachi not that long ago. I forgot to mention Heihachi came out and I played that. That was one of my new things too. Where does this key go? Couldn't be this, could it? Where does this key go? Is it back in the police station? Maybe 9 will be like 6. It definitely won't be like 6. I think that the thing with Resident Evil is they've course corrected so hard. Hello, false, by the way. They've course corrected so hard with RE. And I don't think that like, what's it? Village going close to 4 is them just speedrunning the progression of the series again. I looked at 7 and Village as like, 7 was meant to be the classic survival horror format coming back. And Village was supposed to be going back to RE4, like the other huge favorite for a lot of people. You walking through it like that? Yeah, it's actually, to be fair, I say this all the time. The classic RE games visually kind of cheat with the pre-rendered stuff. Granted, it's also completely fair to say that they don't cheat because it's not cheating. It's just really clever design. And it is. But it did mean that they could get away with a ton of like visual effects and graphical fidelity that most PS1 games would never be capable of. They had so much horsepower to be able to give all that stuff that other games just didn't. The wonders of pre-rendered backgrounds. Pre-rendered is not cheating. I always just say they cheated because it's like, yeah, they were able to do things that most other games couldn't. I came in on a rant. I'm so legitimately, it's Monday right now. Black Ops 6 is Friday. And like, I'm kind of stuck. Like, I don't know if I should wait to play it until stream. I probably should actually. It would probably just be better for me schedule-wise to do that, even though it would pain me mentally a little bit. Because I'm going out tomorrow night, so I'm not going to get a lot of work done tomorrow night. So just powering through and getting a ton of work done on Friday morning instead would definitely be better for me. Yeah, I probably should. I was struggling to decide, like, because I am going to play it on stream on Friday, of course. I was like, do I wait to play the game at all? Because I played the beta. And I played the beta a good bit. I got some time in on the beta. Which is funny, because I kind of downloaded the beta when I had access to it. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I'll play for as long as I have fun. I hit max level in the beta for the first time in like 5 years. Actually, the last time I hit max level in the beta was Cold War. So the first time in 4 years, I hit the max level in the Call of Duty beta, which hasn't happened in a long time. I actually had a lot of fun with the multiplayer beta this time around. Which is surprising, because when I saw all the gameplay for BO6 multiplayer, I said on stream even a lot, I was like, yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be into multiplayer this year. It doesn't look like my thing. But then I tried it out just because I had access on the pre-order and everything, and I had a blast with it. Like, I actually had a ton of fun. 5th day of asking Cole if he'll put the Panzer Dragoon series on the list. Let's see if he ignores me again. I'll put it on. I'm open to trying just about anything. Gaming wise, I genuinely at this point, I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll play anything. Why not? Not anything. I shouldn't have said that. I'll play mostly anything. Because, like, it is outside the realm of games that I would normally be into, but yeah, fuck it. So was Armored Core. So was Ace Combat. So fuck it. I'm not lending you mine. What do you mean you're not lending me yours? Okay, there is a locked cabinet or drawer somewhere in this station. I think. I have to really dig deep for my RE2 knowledge. That hallway that I'm pointing at that you guys can't see on the 2nd floor, that one has one. But that one I know I've opened because that one gives you the upgraded parts for the handgun. Is there a lockpick drawer in Chief Iron's office? Somewhere? Potentially? There might be. That might be why I'm so thrown off by this key appearing in the sewers. Hell, it might not even be this much of a backtrack to get it. I might be way overthinking this. But just the appearance of a small key in the sewers really is throwing me off. Because I can't think of where I would use this. Oh shit. I forgot you would be there. Add 666 gas can? No. No. There's just been so much good stuff coming out, man. It's a good time to be a gamer right now. Last year was insane. I could not keep up last year because even last year was when I was really trying to play all the new stuff too. Bro, I put in my best effort last year and I could not keep up. Like, I just legit, I couldn't do it. I eventually had to just drop out in like October and give up because I couldn't keep up with everything. I really tried last year. And I did a damn good job for a while. I didn't know that was there. This is open now. When's the TCG card shop simulator gameplay? Those games look fun. I feel like I would have a good time with them. But it's so just like outside the scope of what I normally play on stream. Although that shit has been really popular for just about every streamer who's played it. Especially, I've seen the mods. I've seen people just modding in, like, you know, Pokemon cards. They just turned it into a Pokemon card shop. which, yeah, that does seem like it would be kind of fun. I don't know shit about Pokemon cards, though. That's kind of the problem, is I never played any TCGs, like, legitimately. So I feel like a lot of the mod packs that would make it so much more entertaining if you were a TCG fan, I just wouldn't get that value the same way. But even then, it still looks pretty fun. I mean, it looks like it's just a really well-made indie tycoon game. A Let's Play series, a video series, would be so out of left field for me. I had a buddy. Ooh. A buddy of mine was like, bro, infinite money glitch. When you play through these games, when you like grind through a whole like 20-hour game in the span of 2 days, you just do the classic YouTuber thing. Chop that up into like 15-minute parts. Just narrate your way through. Boom. Infinite money glitch. Second channel idea right there. And I'm like, that sounds awful. Because you also don't understand how boring it would be with like the note taking and everything. And me just yapping about the game's design the entire time, because that's what my brain does when I play games off stream. And I'm back. That was very not productive. It's like when rich white people go to the south side of town to see how the undesirables live, but with gamers who have never worked retail. I never worked retail. I worked a lot of customer service, never retail. So honestly, you got me on that one. You got me. I bounced around between jobs quite a bit in high school, but never retail. I heard the horror stories on the internet from my friends, etc., and I never dared to like work at Walmart or anything. Bro, right as I walked by it, my brain, like, it clicked. Fuck me. I found it. Magnum bullets. Okay. Good start. Is there a zombie here? Yep, I hear you. Stay away. Shit. Aha! Oh, come on. One of those went right over his head. Are you shitting me? There we go. They must have been inspired by Dark Souls. Yep. Definitely. I knew it. That's the RE2 brain kicking in. I love how it doesn't matter how long I go between playthroughs of RE2 in my life. Every time I play, I just know the little random spots where I'm like, oh yeah, if I press X there, there's an item. I think there might be one along here. But no, maybe not. A mutual was RPing with a Wesker bot on stream. She got raided when he was talking dirty. She found, I thought that a lot of like those AI, like chat bots, were hard coded to not go there. She found one that just lets you do that? Because isn't it like a lot of them don't want to, what's it? I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. They almost don't want to like There's a filter, yeah, because they don't want people to genuinely form like a weird, like unhealthy relationship with the AI bot. It can go as far as like right before sex. What the fuck? The bots are really horny for no reason. Probably because of the people using them. This, like AI is just machine learning. They're just learning from experience that people are giving them. It's probably because people keep leading them there every time. Call me crazy. People using the bots are horny, the bots will be horny. Exactly. Started calling her a good girl. Well, I mean, that's not that crazy. I call all of my... Never mind. I couldn't even say it without laughing. I tried to get it out. I couldn't. I'm not even gonna push it. Say it? I really can't say it without laughing. I was gonna say, well, I call all of my female friends good girl all the time, casually. It doesn't mean anything. I couldn't even say it without bursting out laughing. Could you imagine if someone actually did? If they just casually... No. No, I do not. It would make me so uncomfortable if I had a friend who, like, even... I've had female friends in the past who are, like, incredibly flirty, just, like, by nature. And even that can be kind of uncomfortable at times. Like, we're not even talking, like, my humor, people who know me well enough can veer off into that region from time to time because it's funny. But I mean, like, genuinely, like, they're just like that with anyone. And that shit could make me uncomfortable. I can't imagine if I ever had a friend who just, like, casually called me good boy for no reason. Just out of nowhere. I would be dumbfounded. Oh, I thought that was gonna be like a whole cutscene. No, he just yelled Ada, and then it wants me to walk over there. But also, Cole, I'll date anyone that asks me out.
Leon.
Hold on.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up.
Anyone? No, not anyone. Hold on.
That's two I owe you.
Don't mention it.
She's exaggerating what I said.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
Your homies don't call you good boy, L friend group? Bro, I would not be down with that if they did. I really wouldn't. Truthfully, If one of my buddies ever even did it once, I feel like I would just look at him and be like, the fuck is wrong with you? Why? What did you just say? No. What False is referring to is I've mentioned before when this topic has come up, I'm like, yeah, I feel like women should be more open to the idea of asking guys out because legitimately, of my 3 like serious relationships, 2 of them started with someone asking me out. And one of them, I wasn't even interested in this girl. She asked me out and I was like, yeah, you know what? I respect the hustle. Yeah, sure. I'll go out with you. Why not? And then it turned into a 2-year relationship off of just I respect the hustle. Because she ended up being great. Like, we didn't even really know each other. The context, there's more context. We read this last playthrough, I don't need to read this. Is your friend group not mommy ASMR? I feel like it should be a more common thing, because I feel like most guys, just because of how uncommon that is, would kind of have the reaction I did where I was like, yeah, you know what? Sure. Because that was the first time I had been asked out, too. I was just like, this is weird. But yeah. 90% of guys will say yes. That's my point. I feel like most guys would do exactly what I did and just be like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not? If you don't say gay shit with the homies, are they really your homies? Well, depends on the homie. One of my homies, like closest homies for years and years, like like almost 10 years. One of my closest friends of like almost 10 years is gay. So we joke a little differently because there's a little more, it's almost like, you know, flirty jokes aren't off the table, but it's different when it's like my straight guy friends compared to when it's like either my gay friends or my straight female friends, you know? It's a different kind of flirty joking. Where with my guy friends who are straight, I'm like, haha, JK, unless, or yeah, shut up or I'll kiss you. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, it's different. I don't say shut up or I'll kiss you to false. I don't. I say it, or I have said it rather. It's not like I always commonly say it. I have said it to other guy friends of mine. Not to false. Not to my friend who's like actually gay. Gay Tuesday with the homies is the highlight of the week. What the fuck? Gay Tuesday with the homies? Yeah, no, with him it's a little different. It's slightly different. I have like 5 wives. How many you got? None. I'm a Sigma top G bald university Giga Chad. No wives because I don't need them. If you don't swordplay with the homies, then they aren't real ones. How did we get here? Maybe I yap too much during the Resident Evil streams. It's a little out of control at this point. Ah! I got 8 shots. Hopefully it's enough, because otherwise it's gonna be my pistol. I was not thinking ahead. I was yapping too hard. Full disclosure, I was in the Navy. Aha, it was enough. Get him, Ada. Don't waste your magnum on the arm, silly. And you know how much magnum ammo is in RE2? It's okay, chat. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Don't fret. Flare gun. I need something to ignite it. Maybe like this lighter that I permanently have in my pocket. Convenient. When you're playing as Leon. He's trying to reach out. Don't push him away. She did it again. She was moonwalking again. I love when the AI does that to turn around. Although they get the quick turn, I don't. I don't know what's up with that. Whoa. Speaking of plenty of ammo, what the fuck are you? Leon. Thank you. Why do I have my pistol right now? Oosh. Speaking of just the sheer amount of ammo in RE2. What am I doing walking around with my pistol? I never used them, but I liked having the option. I'm the same way. I think it's because I played RE1 and 2 more than any of the others growing up. Because 3 was never really my game out of the trilogy. Although I really liked 3 when I played it for the video. Like, what? A month and a half ago or something like that now? Was it that long ago? Yeah, about. There it is. I was like, I know there's something here. Oh, shotgun parts. I couldn't remember what Leon got there. I always, like when I go up to that one, my brain is like spark shot. So I was sitting there like, what do I get here? Not the flamethrower. But I'll take that. I will not complain about that. Whoa. Man, so many. What is going on? Oh, it's maybe because we have Ada with us. They just threw a shit ton in here. I swear Claire doesn't have this many. It could just be a B scenario thing, though. Maybe she does on B scenario. Because DS had it, so I was presented to it early. That makes sense, too. Yeah, on the original run, 3 was the first game to have it. And I think it's just because I played so much of the 2 games that didn't have it. My brain is wired for RE without quick turns. But it is really nice when they're there. Because, like, once in a blue moon, that one neuron in the back of my brain fires. And I do quick turn in a spot where it's appropriate. Every once in a while.
We finally arrived. There must be something hidden here.
Must be. Thank you, Ada. I do know about the upgrade tech with the weapons. Like, you wait to upgrade them because you get free ammo if you do. I'm well aware of said tech, right? But here's the thing. There's so much ammo in this game that there's realistically no reason. I'm not doing it. Especially B scenario, ammo-wise. Because holy shit. Oh. It's beautiful. Full-size, semi-automatic. The longer barrel results in more concentrated blasts. Now this thing, this is a weapon, chat. This is a real man's weapon. Some might even call it groovy. Oh, whoa. I thought those were on the terminal she was working at. Oh, I can load up my Magnum here too. Honestly, I probably have enough space in my pockets to carry the Magnum rounds. Now that's a boomstick. This is my boomstick. Oh my god! I have how many Magnum rounds? Excuse me? $42. Yeah, fuck it. No, oh, I was gonna put away the first aid spray. I was like, why did I even open that? I can carry them. It's like a show of force to carry this many Magnum rounds around. Jesus Christ. Shotgun run begins now. Yeah, you get to this point in the game where you've got 51 shotgun shells and 42 Magnum rounds. These are the two weapons for the rest of the Leon playthrough. Actually, I will use the flamethrower a little bit. There's specific applications for the flamethrower. Go. I love B scenario, man. B scenario RE2 is my preferred RE2. Either one, really. I like Claire B just as much. I think both of the B scenarios are like pretty even for me in being tied for my favorite, just in like fun factor in RE2. I love the B scenarios. I love this little room. I love the Kool-Aid man that's walking around. I love it all. I'm a B scenario fan, personally. Give me that. Where? There we go. There he is, the Kool-Aid man. Oh, that's a lot. I'm flashing. I forget. Oh god, yeah, get me up here. Come here, you bitch. Take this. That's what I thought. Down to 38 Magnum rounds. But up to 58 shotgun shells. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. B scenario is so cool. That's the big thing. Like, RE2 Remake is the mixed bag that it is for me. Because it's like, man, you play that A scenario run, and it is just such a good recreation of RE2. Like, the expanded areas are so good. The factory got cut, but the factory is like 10 minutes long anyway. Would have been cool to get it expanded, but it's a really minor loss.
Come on, let's go.
The expansions are so good. The gameplay is so good. The pacing in the remake, crazy. The little like switch ups to what's it? The little things that they changed just to fuck with longtime fans, like Mr. X showing up on A scenario. I shit my pants playing that at like 2 a.m. on launch night. Mr. X just casually throws the helicopter to the side. Scared the shit out of me. I love RE2 Remake. But the B scenario. Just wish we would normalize the term reimagining for things like 7, 2, and Silent Hill 2. Well, it's not... Reimagining isn't a term that's frequently used in gaming, because remake is used differently in gaming than it is to film. Remake effectively means reimagining as it pertains to games. If you want the same game but just better visuals, that's what we call a remaster. But the terms have been so fucked with marketing-wise over the years that it's gotten all sorts of out of whack.
Ada! Ada! Can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it!
In case of an emergency, the red light will turn on, and access from outside will be prohibited for a limited time. Now, calling it a remake isn't disingenuous. Calling, like, a port of your game a remaster is disingenuous. Calling your remake a remaster is disingenuous. Or, sorry, calling your remaster a remake. I flipped that, sorry. Calling your remaster a remake is disingenuous. Calling something like RE2 a remake is actually exactly what it's supposed to be called. In terms of gaming. It's just, in gaming, it's used differently. We got the big one for Leon. That's probably fine. Oh God. Whoa. I wasn't sure where he would end up, so I waited for a second. Shows up right behind me. How many magnum shots do you take? I don't know. He's jumping again. Uh-oh. Rather than a remaster where they use the original source code. That's basically what I'm saying. It's just that, like, for some reason over the years, remasters have been, like, slowly shifted into being called remakes because remake sounds better when you're selling the game. And, like, HD ports have been renamed to remasters because it sounds better and sells more easily. It's just all been fucked in recent years. The motor has been stopped due to problems with overheating. Chris, thank you for the sub.
Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
Is it just me, or does everybody always ignore what I say? I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you. I know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
Yeah, for something like Demon Souls, it's a weird one. Because, like, on a technical level, like, the gameplay is basically unchanged. There are a few new items, but that's about the extent of the gameplay actually being changed. I think there's, like, a tiny bit of rebalancing in the economy, I want to say. Like, some of the prices on certain things have been changed a little bit, but that's about it, to my understanding. Yeah, Dead Space is a similar one, where it's like, it's so close to the original that it's basically just a graphical upgrade, but it does make some gameplay changes. So it kind of sits in a weird in-between where it's like, I don't know what to call it. I typically go with remake for those two just because it's not necessarily untrue. And it's just what they were titled anyway, so I'm like, fuck it, sure. But those are weird ones, where they're basically remasters with a little bit of spice. Oh, goodbye, Ada. Goodbye. But I think there might be some truth to, like, I use the more old school terms for, like, port, remaster, remake. That at this point, it's just been changed so much in recent years to where redoing the graphics from the ground up is just called remake now, even if the gameplay is untouched. Ports that just raise the resolution and other than that, it runs the exact same way, are called remasters. Like, at a certain point, if it keeps going that way, the terms are just going to change over time. And I'm going to be the boomer shaking my fist at the air. I already kind of feel like that a lot of the time as it pertains to, like, remaster versus remake stuff. To Final Fantasy VII or Resi 2. Yeah, I hate the mislabeling. Like, that's kind of my thing with it too. That's why my other big pet peeve, actually, both of my gaming pet peeves are mislabeling issues. If you've been around long enough, you know them. It's getting, like, remaster remake stuff mixed up is historically one of my most well-known pet peeves because I go off and rant about it. And also, referring to games by the wrong genre pisses me off too. That'll get me going on a rant easily. Like, if someone calls Outlast survival horror, I just about have an aneurysm every time. Or, I'm trying to think. Investigative report on P Epsilon gas. This report demands immediate attention. The P Epsilon gas has been proven capable of incapacitating all known BOWs, bioorganic weapon. As such, it has been designated for emergency usage in the event of a BOW escape. Reports based upon data collected during prior incidents indicate the potential for negative side effects. The P Epsilon gas has been proven to weaken BOW's cellular functions. However, prolonged or repeated exposures will result in the creation of adaptive antibodies to the agent. Furthermore, some species have been observed to absorb the P Epsilon gas as a source of nutrition and use the toxins extracted against anything perceived as a threat. Use of the P Epsilon gas should be severely limited to extreme cases only. We strongly request the authority to reevaluate the P Epsilon gas deployment system. We would like this reevaluation to take place immediately. Second R&D room / security team. This is a great Metroidvania, I swear to God. What's your favorite shmup? Mine's Halo Reach. I shouldn't have said anything. Armored Core is a JRPG. I remember the last time I brought up survival horror as one of them. That's one of the specific genres that gets me going. Because I'm like, survival horror is like a concrete, defined thing. Your horror game where you walk around for half the game and then you hide in a locker or under a bed for the other half is not survival horror. It's not. Like, this is a defined genre. Like, defined by mechanics, systems, etc. And your game doesn't have it. And the last time I ranted about this, people were trying to find, like, crazy examples of horror games mislabeled as survival horror. I'm surviving by hiding, I will ban your ass. Because that's what everyone always says. But that's not what survival horror means. It's not a literal application of the name. Much like role-playing game doesn't actually mean every game in which you control a character and roleplay as them. That's not what it means. Was it my stream? No. People started looking for extreme examples in my chat once, and people found, if you go to like Wikipedia, Five Nights at Freddy's is labeled as a survival horror game. Fucking FNAF is labeled as survival horror on the internet. Now you're just being mean? I'm giving a good example that just so happens to be personal to you. Tetris is a great Souls-like. Ooh. But no, survival horror is like defined by so many things that Outlast does not have. That Five Nights at Freddy's does not have. Alien Isolation, I would say it's not like super strongly survival horror, but you can make a good enough case that I let Alien Isolation slide. It's often referred to as survival horror, and I personally, I'm like, it's close enough that I'll let you have this, because it does have a lot of survival horror elements that are mixed into your more modern, traditional, like hide and seek horror stuff, right? This looks like the switch to turn on the elevator. Will you push the switch? Stealth horror? Yeah, stealth. I always say hide and seek, but stealth horror I think is the more... Ugh. Oh, that's a lot of blood for almost no damage. Fuck you guys. Let me leave. God. I think Silent Hill 2 is a good example of the genre, but it has no inventory management. Yeah, it doesn't have to have every piece of it, right? That's the thing with genres, too. It doesn't have to have every single defining factor to fit in the genre. It just has to have, like, most of them. Right? Like, Silent Hill has all of the survival horror elements aside from inventory management. So just because it's missing that one thing isn't a survival mechanic. All right, false. Listen up. Sit down, turn your ears on, shut the fuck up, listen. Listen. Okay? Survival horror has nothing to do with do you survive in the game? It doesn't. It has everything to do... Say that again. Has everything to do with emulating what game spawned the term in the first place. Do you know what that game that is? You know what game that is? In terms of systems and mechanics, do you know what game coined the term survival horror? Alone in the Dark? No. Alone in the Dark has a lot of the foundational ideas, but it didn't coin the term. RE1, boom, thank you. Resident Evil 1 on the PlayStation 1 is the first ever recorded use of the term survival horror. As such, that's the one. Mechanically, systematically, when you look at survival horror, boom, go there. That's your point of reference. Resident Evil 1. Does it play like Resident Evil 1? Yes or no? That's what you look at. That's what you look at. Alone in the Dark did do most of the RE1 stuff before RE1, though. So, I'm sure RE0 is before RE1. Ugh. Oh, I'm stupid. The elevator's on the other side of the hallway. Also, the shut the fuck up was me exaggerating and playing the bit, for the record. Because that's one of False's peeves. And I realized it immediately after I said it. I was just playing the bit, False. I didn't mean it. Atlas called Catherine an action puzzler. How does that make you feel? I haven't played Catherine. But that seems accurate enough. It's an intense, fast-paced puzzle game. Sure. That makes enough sense. Don't look at TV tropes on survival horror. Good lord above. I now need to. What have you done? What can of worms did you just open? Oh god. TV tropes. Survival horror. Oh, okay. It's a bad start. Here, you want to see why it's a bad start? You want to see what's right at the top of the page? I'll just clip this bit and pull it up. My display capture isn't on right now. Hold on. This image and bit of text is right at the top of the TV tropes page. I know I'm in for a read here. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna read really fast though, and I'm reading to myself so I can read that fast. Okay. Okay. It's honestly not off to a bad start, actually. Like, actually reading the page right now. Oh, it got so bad. It got so bad so fast. Oh my god. This has to be here to actively troll. Like, this has to be here to troll survival horror fans. It can't be real. What I'm looking at right now cannot be real. Hold on. Hold on. Let me read so that I can then share. Okay. Let me finish this. It's not that long. A game typically labeled as action horror is not survival horror. This includes games such as Resident Evil 4. That is an incredibly based couple of sentences from TV tropes. I think RE4 is one of those where it's like, it's close enough where I'm not going to get pissed at you if you call it survival horror, but I personally put it in a different camp in like action horror. That's good, actually. Yeah, but then, honestly, everything that they describe is pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, the whole written portion is really not that bad. There are some things that I would pick away at, but the written portion is not terrible. It's when we get to the bottom Dead Space is closer. Dead Space is the exact same as RE4, to be real with you. Like, even if you listen to Glenn Schofield talk about the game, he'll talk about, like, yeah, we basically just looked at RE4 and we made our own version of that. This is where we have a problem, chat. Examples of survival horror games. Metro 2033, Manhunt, Silent Hill. Good example. Zombie U and Five Nights at Freddy's. One of these. You landed one good example. TV tropes. You have Zombie U, maybe. I played like 20 minutes of it when it was free on Xbox and it got bored. So I don't know. Maybe. But what the fuck? Not a single Resident Evil example. No Fatal Frame. No Siren. No. Metro, Manhunt, Five Nights at Freddy's. What? No Clock Tower? They used a picture of Alien Isolation. They didn't list it as an example. Again, like, that's one that's close enough that I'll give it to them. It's not like a perfect example, but that's a good enough example. I wouldn't be freaking out about it like I am with Metro or Manhunt or Five Nights at Freddy's. I refrain to comment on this one because I honestly don't know. We're just going to get rid of that. Look at the rest of them, because what the fuck? What? What? And the thing is, like, their description isn't even that bad after the fact, right? They're like, yeah, oppressive atmosphere, a need for careful management of resources, ammo, health, etc. The description's not terrible. Their examples are bad. Like, what? What? And I would love to point out that, again, Resident Evil is not being used as an example, but Resident Evil 4 is right under it in the examples of non-survival horror games category. Like, they... This is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. Oh no, not the list of survival horror games. Okay, I'm losing it. I haven't even made it to the B letters alphabetically, and I'm losing my mind. 7 Days to Die is listed as an example. Alan Wake is listed as an example. Amnesia, all 4 of them are listed. Oh my god. Oh no. I shouldn't be reading this. Baldi's Basics. All the Bendy games. BioShock? What the fuck? What are they cooking? What are they cooking? Don't keep reading, please. Hold on, I need to just pull this over at this point, because what the fuck? This is their list here. There are so many. This is like their list of survival horror games. Oops. Why did it just open a page about Control? Don't tell me. Alan Wake 2 I've heard is pretty close, but I haven't played it yet. I played the first game. I liked it. It's not survival horror. Call of Cthulhu. I'm just looking for games I know. Okay, they got Clock Tower. They have Clock Tower. Cool. Condemned? Sure. Man, content warning? Content warning. Cry of Fear. Actual good example. Condemned is closer. That's the thing. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, you know what? Condemned is closer than 90% of this list. So I'll let them have it for now. Darkwood, good example. Daymare, great example. You're fucking kidding. Dead by Daylight? Dead by Daylight. Crow Country? I didn't see it. Oh, it is on there. Okay. Great example. Yes. Sorry, I missed Crow Country. I was just kind of scrolling right on through. Dead Island. All 4 of them. This is an arcade beat 'em up. Escape Dead Island. Oh my god. Dead Rising. I'm going. It's happening. I'm losing my. And see, they knew well enough to put the first Dead Space and not 2 or 3, but somehow Escape Dead Island. Hell, all 4 Dead Island games are on here. Almost every Dead Rising game is on here. But no, they made the distinction between Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 2. Who made this list? Who is responsible for this? Seriously, The Devil Inside? The Devil Inside. Dino Crisis. Amazing example. Yes. Dying Light. Evil Dead the game. The Evil Within. No. This is Resident Evil 4. The Evil Within. Can we all be clear here? The Evil Within is Resident Evil 4. It's action horror. I don't care if Mikami directed it. There they go, Fatal Frame. Fear and Hunger, I'm done. That's it. Nope. Nope. That's my breaking point. I saw Fear and Hunger. Is Outlast on it? I already can tell you yes. I don't have to go and find it to tell you yes at that point. Boosh. Boosh. I'm done. I hit a point. I had too many. For my own mental health, I'm done. Boosh. The other genre like that, which I shouldn't be giving you guys this ammo. The other genre for me that really gets me going, outside of survival horror, is immersive sims. Do not. Do not. There are a very select few immersive sims on the market, like genuine immersive sims. It's a very short list. A very short list. Hi-Fi Rush is directed by the same guy who made Evil Within 2. That means it's a horror game. Yep. Like Farming Simulator, like Ace Combat. Oh my god. It's happening. Immersive sim? Yeah. Rapid fire ImSim examples. System Shock, BioShock, Deus Ex. Prey, thank you. I don't know how I forgot Prey. Dishonored. Really most things by Arcane, not all, but genuinely they predominantly make ImSims. Arx Fatalis is a super under the radar one. Good one. I fuck with Arx Fatalis. I said it first. No, you didn't. Delay. I think, is it public? Years ago, I uploaded like an edited down like highlights video of me playing Arx Fatalis on Twitch. I did a playthrough on Twitch years ago of Arx Fatalis. Speaking of, this is just, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, but give me this. It is public. Sorry, what was I doing? ImSim or just RPG? Both. It's one of those that's like on, it's kind of doing both of them. That was the name of their genre. Yeah, immersive sim is like a really, really specific genre. And it's one of those, again, where it's like because of the games that founded it, like Ultima and System Shock, you get a really specific, like, kind of set of defining mechanics and systems. And even ImSim is so much more specific that it even comes down to like design philosophy that quantifies an immersive sim. Thief is on the list, yeah. Well, the first 3 definitely are. That 4th one is kind of questionable. I never finished the 4th one. I couldn't tell you. I tried like 7 times to play the 4th Thief game all the way through. I couldn't do it. I don't even know if I got much further than halfway on any of those tries. It just gets boring. It's just a game that got boring every time. Are Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom immersive sims? I am going to blacklist you. Like, ban you from my channel, and then I'm gonna email YouTube Neil Mohan personally. Get you, like, IP banned from the site. Don't even Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom me. How would you define immersive sim? Please don't start this. Please don't. You don't realize what you're doing. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Oh, what's the other one? The other, like, commonly memed one. Oh, MGS5. That's the other one that people... Breath of the Wild does get thrown around a lot, because it has some of it. Has some of it. But MGS5 is the other one that commonly gets thrown out, and people who are really into imsims, like me, are like, you shut your mouth right now. It's just, the MGS5 comes up, Breath of the Wild comes up. You stop that. There are whole ass video essays that explain it. Yeah, that's the thing. When he asked how would you define it, I was like, please don't. Like, don't make me do this. Because people have dedicated like whole like 20, 30-minute videos to trying to nail down and define it like succinctly. I put BioShock on the list. I said BioShock for an example. People who don't want to say that BioShock is an imsim are being overly picky, and that's me saying that. The guy who even got us on this subject by bringing up how overly picky he is. The term immersive sim is terrible and you shouldn't use it. Where'd you find that? Was this on like a thread of someone being like, okay, what the fuck actually is it? And someone just replied with, just don't. A YouTube title? Oh, hold on. Who would make that title? That's bad. It's a try-hard category? No, it's just, it's so specific. It's so weirdly specific. Because it's one of those things, when you play an imsim and you're aware of the term and the origins of it, you know it. When you feel it, you're so perfectly aware that's what that is. Most of the time. It's so specific that there are like 15 of them. I knew it. I fucking knew it. That's why I was worried. Oh, oh my God. Oh no. Oh God. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. It's all under control, chat. This is why I need people to remind me to save when I play RE. I get a little too risky sometimes, and I play so casually, like as if I'm not getting that risky. And then this happens. Okay. You should save when you play RE. Yeah, remind me every once in a while when we're streaming RE chat, someone just has to randomly say it. Someone just has to be like, Cole, when was the last time you saved? Just give me the prompt to be like, oh, you know, it has been a while. It would be a shame if I did that thing that I do where I run around with like deep orange health thinking that I can get away with it and then I insta-die to something random. We gotta prevent these because these suck. These fucking suck. Yeah, False. When are you playing Mass Effect 2? When? You know it's in my top 10 games of all time, right? You know it's on that list, right? Right, false? You know that. Right?
Leon.
Is this game a third-person shooter? Also, have you saved in a minute? That's how you do it.
Leon, I'll patch you up.
You don't care enough about... Kingdom Hearts is on my list.
That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
Or if you mean me not being in the streams of you playing Kingdom Hearts 2 this week,
Found out. John's dead.
I'll have you know, yesterday... Actually, never mind. I don't want to say it on stream.
Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
I don't. I sent you lore this morning. I was busy this morning, too. I don't want to... I almost just gave away too much info too casually. Did someone mention the door to darkness? Oh, God. You know what, False? You smell like darkness. I said it. I said it. I can't even not smile at it. It's so... Why does he say that shit? Every time I would just sit there dumbfounded. I'm like, who wrote this? Genuinely, who the fuck wrote this? Why is he saying that like regularly? It's not like he says it once. He just constantly is talking about how people smell. It makes him sound like a fucking idiot the whole game. It's like DBZ filler. That's at least pretty good because Dragon Ball has like some of the best filler in anime. So that's not bad. Aside from, we don't talk about the Garlic Jr. arc. We don't talk about that. Granted, it's only like 5 episodes, but we really don't talk about that. This isn't even worth the save, to be honest. Half of the last 5 minutes from when I loaded this save was me running back here. And I'm gonna have to run back to where I just was anyway. This isn't even worth the save. Yeah, I'm not even doing it. I'm not even doing it. Better than Bleach filler? Anything's better than Bleach filler. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing, what are we doing? Oh, we're still playing through the Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm near the end, relatively. That's been fun. I'm playing that tomorrow, by the way. We're doing all the other 100%s that we've been doing between this and Yakuza, Metal Gear, Ace Combat, Armored Core. Still working on all of those. Let's come back for any of that stuff. It's all good stuff. Ocarina, someday. Zelda's happening someday, inevitably. Quiet Place thoughts? The movie or the game? I've seen the first movie. It's good. I haven't seen anything else outside of that. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube, check out the links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. Those are all down there. Other than that, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys back here next time. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.